Okay, hi everybody. Isabel here. Um, I am doing this video a bit late, but I do want to capture it and record it, and you'll see why later on. So this is gonna be a video that I'm sharing with my friends and my family, Jeremy's friends and family, and I just wanted to start off with my fertility journey. Most of you know that I've been on my fertility journey since last year. Me and my partner have been together for a little over 3 years now, and we've been concerned about pregnancy, getting pregnant, having a baby, seeing if I could actually have a child or not. So I decided to go see a doctor in Hazleton, and I did all my blood work, I did all my tests, I did all my hormonal tests, and everything came out fine. She recommended me to see a fertility specialist in Vancouver. I flew there, and I went alone because my hubby had to work. He's a sole provider of our family, so he works all the time. I went to the fertility specialist. She went over my blood work, my hormonal levels. My hormonal levels are not high, but they're not low. She said they're nothing to be concerned about. And then she asked me about my periods, the pain, stuff like that. And then she did a ultrasound to see how my cervix was doing, how my uterus was doing. She said my cervix is pretty healthy, my uterus is fine. She counted 10 eggs on my right side, 8 eggs on my left side, and she was like, I don't know why you can't get pregnant. You should be able to get pregnant. You have eggs, your hormones are fine, your blood's fine, you're healthy, stuff like that. And she just prescribed me to start taking Pregvit Folic 5. It is a prenatal vitamin with a high dose of folic acid in it, and apparently it's like the best prenatal vitamin to take. Status does not cover it, so I was paying $50 a month, and in each package is 15 days worth of multivitamins. So in one pack I would get 2 packs of 15. So they were quite expensive to purchase, but I was just willing to try anything. I took those for a few months, and I ran out, I'd say about it's Halloween, October 31st. I ran out about 2-3 months ago. And so that's that. September, we'll skip forward a little bit. September 22nd was my last period, and it lasted 6 days. And October 10th was me and my hubby's 3rd-year anniversary. And October 19th was my period, my next period that was due. October 26th was my first HSG appointment that I was supposed to have in Smithers, BC. And they were going to see if I have any scar tissue buildup around my tubes, stuff like that. It's just the next step into the fertility treatments, I guess. October 22nd marked my 27th birthday. And so October 19th came, and I was expecting my period, and it didn't come. Sorry, I have a lot of notifications coming on, but my period didn't come. And so I look back on my Ovia app that I downloaded, and I track my periods, I track my emotions, I track my my weight, my fertile windows, my ovulation windows, everything. That app is amazing. And it said that I was ovulating the beginning of October. I was fertile and ovulating. And so me and my hubby baby danced every other day for the whole month of October. And usually that's what the doctors recommend, is to baby dance every other day instead of every day or 4 times a day, you know, stuff like that, because that's like overdoing it. So I had no idea that we baby danced around the fertile windows and ovulation windows. I wasn't really keeping track of my fertile windows or my ovulation windows until my missed period, and I went back and I was like, can this be? And so I waited and I waited. I've felt cramps coming. My boobs are really tender. They were really sore, and that's just a simple sign that I was going to get my period, and I just took it as I was going to get my period. 5th day went by. October 24th came, and I was really concerned. 5 days being late, so I called my fertility specialist. I called my HSG doctor, and they both said, take a pregnancy test, you're 5 days late, just see what it says. So I went up to the health clinic here where I'm from, and I talked to the nurse there, and she went through everything with me. We did a pregnancy test, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be late, it's too early to tell, I've been through this before, and every test was negative. And so we did the test, and after we did the test, I was just telling her that I kind of had my doubts and I don't want to get my hopes up and stuff like that. And she was like, well, I do see 2 lines. I do see another line there. And I was like, really? I was like, can I look? Can I check it out? And she's like, yeah. And the first line was really dark. The second line wasn't light, but it wasn't dark. It was like in between, and it was there. Like you could totally notice it was there. And usually if you are not pregnant, you would get only a negative. The only time that you could get a positive is if you have HSG in your urine, and that's a pregnancy hormone. So the line came up, and I was like, so what does this mean? And she's like, well, it looks like a slight positive. And I told her everything that I've been going through. And I was like, well, what should I do now? And she gave me another cup to pee in with my morning urine for the next few days or a week or whenever I want to do it. So the next day, I did the deed in the cup, and went back up there and did another pregnancy test, and another nurse helped me that day, and it came back the same, but the second line was slight darker. And so she gave me prenatal vitamins to start taking. She gave me options on a maternity wife, or I think that's what they're called, and she just talked me through it. And so I called back my fertility specialist and my HSD doctor, and they both congratulated me, and I was like, well, I don't want to get my hopes up. Like, this is going to be my first baby, first time being pregnant ever in my life, and I just don't want to get my hopes up because it's so early to tell. Like, anything could happen. And they were like, well, we're going to cancel your HSG appointment because in case that you are pregnant, we do not want a chance on terminating the baby. And I was like, okay, so now what? What do I do? And she was like, well, you no longer need our services. So if anything changes, just call us back. If you get your period, call us back. And I was like, okay. And so that was the second test, and that was October 25th on a Wednesday. And so I called the hospital, and I booked an appointment to come see a doctor, and I told my hubby about the two pregnancy tests. I showed him, he was kind of doubting it, and he was like, oh, those look like negatives to me, the lines aren't strong enough and stuff like that. He was kind of worried. So, but I went into the doctor, and my mom and my sister were there. I asked my cousin Shrita, to come with me, and I talked to the doctor about everything. I showed her the 2 past pregnancy tests I took a photo of, and she said it looks like slight positives as well, and she got me to do another urine pregnancy test, and the test came out positive. There was 2 dark lines there right away, and she's like, well, it looks like you might be pregnant, and we need to check your weight, we need to check your height, we need to ask you a few questions. And so I just talked to her about everything that I've been going through, how I've been feeling, some symptoms, the missed period, what my doctors were saying. And so she's like, well, I'm going to schedule you for some blood work today, and maternity pregnancy test, blood test. And you could come back Monday or next week, book an appointment, and we can go over the results with you with the doctor. And she gave me 2 options of female doctors, and I decided to choose Dr. Kim because she's more experienced in the pregnancy side, so I feel more comfortable with her. So I showed my hubby the 3rd pregnancy test, positive, and the first thing he said, he's like, oh fuck, the lines are getting darker, shit. And he was just like worried and all that stuff. And it's usually every man's reaction. I'm pretty sure they get really shocked at first and like, oh my god, and you know, but I was just smiling, and I was like, oh my god. And my cousin was happy, my mom, my sister were happy. We went out to eat, to celebrate, and it was just like, I still didn't believe it though. I wasn't too sure if I should believe it or not. I wasn't too sure if like what I should do, my reaction, like 27 and pregnant, and I've been trying for so long, and my hubby's been curious on why I haven't been able to get pregnant in the first 2 years, stuff like that. So we were concerned, and so we went to Terrace Saturday. We looked at a vehicle, Subaru, and my hubby ended up purchasing it, and we drove home. I drove the truck home, and he drove the car home. And the next day, Sunday, we went back to Terrace to do some grocery shopping and some stuff that we need for the house and for us. I ended up buying a clear blue advanced week indicator pregnancy test, and I ended up buying 1 year worth of folic acid, and I just couldn't wait because I had to call the doctor back and rebook an appointment to come and see them, so I wasn't too sure when their next availability would be for me to go in. So I came home, I needed to pee right away, and I recorded myself. You'll see the 2 videos in a bit. I'm gonna edit this video, edit the other 2 videos, splice them together with some photos. But I ended up taking that test, I recorded myself, and I guess that's all I gotta say for now. The 3 first pregnancy tests that I took at the health station and at the hospital, I will post right after this video, so you guys will see the lines on there, and as well as a few other photos. And then stay tuned for my pregnancy reveal from the clear blue pregnancy test. And I just want to share this with everybody. This probably won't be uploaded until maybe around Christmas, but yeah, we'll see what everybody thinks. And a handful of you already know what's going on with me. I think I've told like 25-30 people already, immediate family, immediate friends, on both sides. So quite a few people already know, but quite a lot of people don't know. So stay tuned for more videos, stay tuned for more stories, stay tuned for everything. I'm going to be sharing the whole thing with you guys, and yeah, I want to vlog every day about my fertility journey and more. Thanks for listening, and I hope everybody has a good day. Stay blessed, be positive, shine bright, and remember to smile and be kind to one another. Bye. Okay, I am about to take a clear blue digital advanced pregnancy test. I'm currently 10 days late. I was supposed to get my period on October 19th, but it hasn't come yet. My last period was September 22nd. It lasted about 6-7 days. I was supposed to have my first HSG appointment on October 26th, but due to it not coming, I had to call my doctors and let them know. They both suggested that I should do a pregnancy test, so October 24th, Tuesday, I went to the health clinic and I did a pregnancy test and it came out positive. The next day I used my morning urine and I went back to the health station and did a second pregnancy test, and that test came out positive. They were both faint though, but the lines were there. I'd say they weren't really light or really dark, they were like in between. And then I booked an appointment at the hospital for a doctor, to talk to a female doctor, and they weighed me, they took my height, I told them everything that was going on, and I called back my doctors, HSG doctor and fertility specialist, and they both congratulated me on my past 2 tests. But I told them I do not want to get my hopes up, so they canceled my HSG appointment because in case that I am pregnant, they do not want to have any chances on terminating the baby. So they just said if anything changes, call them. I went to my doctor's appointment on Friday, and they did another pregnancy test there, my 3rd pregnancy test, and it came out positive. It was a lot darker, and we went through with a maternity blood test as well as a whole bunch of other blood tests. And I'm supposed to go back on Monday, which is tomorrow, to see the doctor and get my results to confirm or not. But I cannot wait, so I decided to do a clear blue digital test. 3 tests came up positive, and I don't know what's driving me to. I just want to know, you know, it's my first baby, first time ever being 10 days late, so bear with me. To do the test, remove, never hold the test stick with the absorbent sampler pointing upwards, so I always have to hold it down. Place just the absorbent sampler pointing down towards in your urine stream for 5 seconds only. Take care not to get the rest of the test stick wet. You may wish to place the cap and lie the test flat. Okay, 20 seconds. If it's in a container. Okay. So here it is. I don't want you to see my urine, so I'm just going to count. It says 20 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now replace the cap and then wait for it to load. So I wish there was a way to show you guys. I'm gonna pause this and then replay, okay? Okay, we're back. I just finished testing this. We're gonna wait. I'm so nervous. My other 3 tests came out positive, and I don't know how long. It says the wait symbol will flash to show the test is working. When the wait symbol stops flashing, your result will appear. I'm so nervous. I'm like, my heart's just racing. It's still flashing. Within 3 minutes, the display will show your result. A pregnant result may appear on the display before the weeks indicating result. Continue to wait until the symbol stops flashing to see your weeks indicator for result. This may take up to 3 minutes. So we just came back from Terrace, did a little shopping, and I picked up 6 months worth of folic acid. The health station where I'm from provides the prenatal vitamins, and that's for a few months worth as well. So 10 days late like that is insane. I've never been 10 days late. I've been 4 days and that was it, and I got it. It's still flashing. So it could say not pregnant, or it could say pregnant 1 to 2 weeks, pregnant 2 to 3 weeks, or pregnant 3 weeks and plus. Oh my god. Holy fuck. Oh my god. Oh fuck. It stopped flashing, and when it was flashing, 1 minute it said pregnant, and then it said pregnant in French, but it was still flashing, so I was like, maybe I just have to wait till it stops flashing. Holy fuck. I'm so pregnant. I didn't want to believe the 3 tests until I saw it in words and how long I am, but this is so shocking. I've been with my hubby for 3+ years, and we've been trying for 2, and I started my fertility specialist for a little over a year ago. And if this is true, I know it's true because it's in words now. I don't know if you could see it. Pregnant 2 to 3 weeks. I conceived, like, my birthday's in October 22nd, and I conceived beginning of October when I was ovulating and fertile. Holy shit, everybody, I'm fucking pregnant. That is, it says pregnant. I'm gonna be a mom, like, holy fuck. 27 and pregnant. To boot, the same month I was born, October. And I conceived in October. That is shocking. Wow. I'm so happy. Holy shit.
It's in words. Wow.